Start recording. Unmuted. Stop recording. But speech off. What's up, guys? The Tech Piano Player Kid here, and just a quick update. First of all, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on my post notifications, and comment to tell me what you want on our new videos. So, okay, guys, this is kind of okay. I'm laughing because it's happened to me a lot, and I'm laughing also. I'm not laughing because it's like funny. Well, okay. First, let me tell you what happened. So, as I've told you in my videos, I made an email for my YouTube channel. So for those of you who want to get in contact with me and ask me questions, you can do so if you don't feel comfortable asking a question on my channel. So this guy, and I'm not going to mention his name for just for security and safety reasons. So he emails me to my email for my YouTube channel, and he asked me how do I do the iPhone demonstrations and how I connect my iPhone to my computer and alter the videos. Well, I use a couple softwares to do that: QuickTime Player and Photo Booth. Now the hard part is recording, having the both record at the exact same time. So it's like Photo Booth gives you a little countdown thing, and then right when I hit that, I have to hit record on QuickTime Player on the iPhone recording. Anyway, that's a different demonstration for another time. So oh my. So he emails me, and he says, okay, that's pretty cool. How I did that. It's like, and he asked me, like, okay, how may I ask you your age and stuff? Because you sound like a grown girl. And I said, dude, I'm a guy. I'm a boy, not a. I'm a guy, not a girl. I mean, I've gotten it many times where, over the phone, people will tell me that I sound like a girl and not like a guy. Now, some people will be saying, to me, you don't. Well, probably because the recording does something differently. But it's funny. But anyway, that's not the point of the video. So today, I was at school today. I have taken summer school classes. Well, I just got out of my class and was going to get ready for my tutoring session because there's some visual stuff for, and basically all my classes have a lot of visual stuff. Anyway, so I was about to go into the building, and, I have my book bag with me, and I have my, my cane. No, it's not a stick, it's a cane for people who are blind. Yes, it's the same term as for blind people and for people who have a walking stick, basically. It is called a cane. To make it more specific, a white cane, for those of you who are confused. Anyway, going on. So I reach, for the button for, this door, the button to open the doors automatically. Since my hands were full, I have my book bag in my left hand because I have a rolling book bag, and I have my cane in my right hand. Well, just as I reach for the button, the fire alarm goes off. And I'm like, wait a minute. Or is this a drill or is this a test? Because usually when they test the alarms, they send you a text message. Didn't happen. So I'm standing there and I'm like, okay, where do I go? Like, I'm just sitting and I'm just standing there and I'm like, where do I go? And one of the, I'm not sure if it was a police officer or there was one of the teachers, I think it was one of the teachers, and came up to me, he's like, you need some help? I was like, yeah, I don't know where to go. The alarm's going off. Well, by the time she came, the alarms were shut off. And she said, okay, just come stand with us over here. We're waiting too. So apparently, everyone had evacuated the building. And the police came out, and the security police came out, and they said, okay, everything's clear. You're good. So apparently, something set it off. I don't know what. But my feeling, and I was just going to call them and just as the alarm was turned off, and I'm like, okay, so what happened? So and what's even weirder, the alarm is so loud, guys. I don't know what kind it is, but it's like one of the, It's like a G note, but it's maybe I can show you what it sounds like. I can't really. It's not gonna be sound exactly like it, but it's gonna be pretty close. I have a keyboard here that's it's pretty close. Ooh, okay. Let me see here. What number is it? 576? No. 575? No. 574. Okay. So it kind of sounded something like this. Hang on, let me turn this up here. It sounds something like this. Something like that. I had to turn it down because, it's gonna be loud. I don't want my dad to be like, but hopefully you heard that. That Okay, well, the other one I heard from the library was more like a noise. It was like a whistle with the added. It was not even a pitch. It was like a. It was like a whistle with the different. It sounded like a scratchy whistle sound, basically. And both doors were closed. And the library is about, let me see. The closest way to the library is if you go out one of the entrances of the building that I was going into. It's called the Rainier Center, by the way. I'll call it the Rainier Center. Yes, it's actually called that. Don't know why. A Rainier building, Rainier Center. People call it different things. And then the library, which goes into OCB, into GEB, and those are short terms for the names because no one says like office, classroom building, or general education building, or classroom building. That alarm from the library sounded like the scratchy whistle sound, basically. And both doors were closed. And that building where I was going to the entrance from the Rainier Center in the library, between those, it's about maybe 15, 20 feet away, maybe 30, 50 maybe. And you could hear literally both of them. And I'm like, dude, that is loud. So basically, I'm standing there, and then we go in when we get the all clear, and, well, all the fire doors are closed. So I go in, and I'm like, whoa, okay, there's a step there, because usually that wasn't there. So apparently, maybe the little thing came down when the fire doors were closing. So maybe there's like a little threshold that comes down when, So I go in, the elevator's working, and I'm like, okay, hopefully it doesn't go off again. And all the doors are closed, guys. Now, how do I know this? Because it doesn't sound as much, doesn't sound as echoey. Echoey? Is that even a word? Echoey? Echoey. Doesn't sound, doesn't sound as echo. So, I go to the third floor, getting ready for tutoring, being my tutor, and I go over, ask the computer system to get me into one of the classrooms, and we try to go into one of them the hallways. So apparently, all hallways, by the way, have a set of fire doors, which makes sense. And we can't get in there. The doors are either they were locked or they were just stuck. Well, the police officer managed to get it open. The security guy managed to get it open, or maintenance, and we almost finally get in there. But guys, that was really it was scary. I mean, never in my life have I heard the alarm go off until now. And I asked him, I was like, wait, I thought this speaks to you. He's like, yeah, it does. I'm like, okay, well, they probably let it go off long enough. So, by the sounds of it, it sounded like a simplex, I think. Like a simplex. I don't know what kind it was, but it sounded like a simplex to me. Now, the keyboard sound I played wasn't exactly like it, but it was close enough. But guys, oh, that was creepy. And I even thought I even heard that someone said the fire department actually came. But oh yeah, going by the way, when I came back from the library, I was going through the library because most of the buildings are connected. Now there's some buildings that are not connected, which is weird. So I was going back to the Rainier Center, from CLB, and I, went downstairs and, went down through the elevator, down to the first floor, out the door, and down the stairs. But I was going through the third floor. I thought I smelled like smoke or something, and I was like, maybe it's just me. Maybe like someone's cooking something. Maybe it wasn't something, whatever. Well, maybe I should have called someone, but, I don't know. Maybe it was something else. I don't know. Um, so, I go down the stairs, and that's when the alarm goes off as I'm outside. And I asked my tutors, like my first tutor, because my second tutor was to help me with Excel. Guys, with Excel can be very tricky. It's interesting to use, but Excel can be a little hard to use when you're not sure. But once you get to know how to use it with a screen reader, for those of you who know what a screen reader is, basically it's something on a computer that blind people use. That's what you hear sometimes in my videos when what you heard at the very beginning, that really fast thing, because it's fast. Basically, to tell you what's on the screen. So, the first one who was helping me with my first class on school campus, she said, "No, I didn't hear it." I was like, "It was loud." I'm like, "Oh, it's probably because I was outside when it went off." I'm like, "Yeah, probably." But my second tutor, she said, "Yeah, I heard it." I was like, "Isn't it loud?" She's like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "I've heard way worse." But I think the reason why it's so loud in the Rainier's building is because it's a tall building. Like, if you're in the atrium, I guess you can call it, because it's a basically there's 3 floors, but if you're standing beside the staircase, it goes all the way up to the third floor. Like the ceiling goes all the way up to the third floor, basically. Um, and in most of the places it does. So that's probably why it was so loud. But the security guy called it an unexpected test. That was kind of funny. But they should have at least sent you a text message that said, "Hey, everything's good, false alarm." Which they didn't. I'm surprised, because usually they text you something like that. Well, apparently didn't. But anyway, maybe no one was in the office or something. Maybe that's why. But like someone told me that they were testing it, and they were like, "Oh no, it wasn't a test. This actually did happen go off." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So guys, that's basically a little update what happened at school today. I know the very beginning of the video was completely off topic, but yeah, it was really interesting. Um, yeah. Also, guys, tell me if this is, I don't know if the word unacceptable is the right word, but like, okay, you've all seen, okay, obviously you all know what vending machines are. Okay, well, they just installed vending machines in the Rainier Center with Apple Pay. Okay, most of them all have Apple Pay. Or they take cards. Now, there's one that doesn't have it, and I'll get to that one in a moment. Now, they take it a step farther and make the display, the buttons, touchscreen. Wait a minute, you're going to have blind college kids like myself at the school. You want to make it accessible for everyone. Hello, ADA compliant. So I'm going to probably talk to my access counselor and tell her about this, because it's unacceptable. It's not cool. Now, I understand that you can't get everything, but still, I mean, you need to have at least, I don't know. Maybe they can also, oh, this would be cool. Like if you could, I don't know how this would work, but somehow have audio put in the machines and you can put your headphones in there, just like an ATM machine. Like, those ATM machines that have a headphone jack. Those are for people who are blind, that they can use them and use them independently. Now you guys are thinking, wait, they're Braille ones. Yes, but they're only in the drive-through. Why? I don't know, guys. I honestly don't know. I don't know. Unless they're thinking that blind people are going to drive. Well, it may happen. I mean, they're already coming out with self-driving cars. But I wouldn't get one right now because, technology can fail. I mean, technology can fail by its own. Anyway, guys, that would be it for this episode, or for this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on my post notifications, and I'll see you all later in the next video. Also, remember to follow my Twitter at tech_piano, and there you find it as the Tech Piano Player Kid. And with that in mind, I'll see you all later. The Tech Piano Player Kid is out.
Stop recording.